So, welcome back to 10 days, 10 players I'd sell in the summer if I was Arsenal Football Club. Day 5, Granit Xhaka. We spunked £35 million on this donkey 3 years ago, and we're paying him over 100 grand a week, I believe. So, all in all, we have actually spunked £50 million on him, or not far from £50 million. That is absolutely abysmal. Seriously, nearly £50 million for this footballer. Listen, I look at this player and barring the odd shot that whistles in, pretty much all of his shots go out the stadium. His passing, everyone goes on about his passing range. His passing range is fantastic. Yeah, it is fantastic if he's given time and space. As soon as this guy's under pressure, he's rash, he's sloppy, he's sideways and backwards. He can't turn, he can't defend properly in terms of tackling. He gets dribbled past like it's nothing. People just walk around him for fun. All he's got is a 60-yard diagonal and the odd shot that flies in the top corner. Other than that, I do not genuinely get the obsession and the hype around Granit Xhaka. I don't get it. I've never got it. And the fact that, you know, he's had a handful of good games in the last few weeks and that he scored against United, all of a sudden, oh, all's forgotten, let's make him captain. No. This guy needs to go. He is one of the biggest wastes of money our football club has ever spent. Not far behind Mustafi in terms of complete waste of space. And in fact, speaking of Mustafi, Granit Xhaka joined, I think it was around the same time. I think it was actually the same summer. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was the same summer. Since Granit Xhaka's been at this football club, he has actually made so many mistakes. He's actually made more errors leading to a goal than Mustafi. And we all know how dog shit Mustafi is. Granit Xhaka, bear this in mind, Granit Xhaka is a midfielder. And he has made more mistakes that have led to a goal than a fucking dog shit centre-back. Work that one out. What, he's played better this season, so we just go, yeah, cool, brush it all under the table, mate, yeah, cool. No, there's better players out there. There's better players that can do more. There's players out there that can actually run past people, dribble past people, take people on, spray the diagonal passes, take shots and score goals, and deal with pressure and not capitulate and just fall on your ass or get sent off. Because I am sick and tired of this geezer dithering on the football on the edge of the box. Man, even against Man United the other week, he played all right in that game, admittedly. But even in that game, there was a chance for him to clear the ball on the edge of the box, and Pogba tackled him because he was dithering on the ball. Now, if Man United were on it that day, that would have led to a goal. We all remember against Wolves, where he's just standing there and just just let the ball go past him. Like, what are you doing, mate? Seriously, what are you doing? For me, I think he's been bang average since he's been here. Yes, he scored the odd good goal. Other than that, sorry, but I just don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. I get people telling me that he's got the most forward passes. He's got the most passes in the final third. Oh, he's got a long shot on him. There's no coincidence that two managers play him over and over and over again. Yeah, I'll tell you why. One of them managers got sacked. He ain't no longer here. He's gone, okay? And the second manager has got no choice other than to play him this season until we get into the summer when we can replace him. Because last summer, it wasn't about replacing midfield. It was about replacing defence. And we semi-did that. We brought in Socrates. We brought in a goalkeeper. We brought in Lichtsteiner. You know, so I don't think the club were ever going to go and replace Xhaka in the summer just gone. This summer coming, I'm fully confident they'll get rid of him. He's one player that we can actually genuinely command some sort of money for. Whether anyone would buy him is another issue. I don't know, but I'm sure somebody out there, Watford maybe they need a midfielder, I don't know. But anyway, before I get into the free replacements that I would pick, or the three that I'd scout and go and have a little look at and go and test the water with, don't forget, stick a thumbs up on the video, Subscribe if you're new as well. Thanks for 9,000. Appreciate that. We're well over that now. So now let's kick it on to 10,000. And for me, Xhaka's score out of 10. Personally, just my opinion. Let me know in the comments down there what you guys think. But I personally think that Granit Xhaka's been a 3 out of 10. I think he's been better than Mustafi. But with that being said, overall, don't get it. Not good enough for Arsenal Football Club. Never was. And it's a scandal that we have spunked that much money on not only him, but Mustafi as well. Anyway, replacement number 1. Tungai Ndombele. I have probably butchered his name, but he's a Lyon player and he's doing really well out there at the moment. He's 22 years old and he's under contract until 2023. So it's not going to be cheap. He's strong, he's physical, he can spot a pass, chips in with the odd goal here and there, and he's already played over 60 times for Lyon in the last 2 seasons in the league as well. So I watched a game that they played actually against Barcelona. I remember watching the game and I was quite surprised with him then. He was the one player for them that stood out and I thought, you know what, this guy is huge. Look at the size of the guy. He's a big physical beast of a guy. And you ain't getting him off the ball. He's left foot, right foot, very technical for a big guy. And like I said, he can spot a pass. And if you picked him up and plopped him straight next to Lucas Torreira, you've instantly made your midfield better. Both of them get stuck in, both of them can tackle, both of them can dribble, more importantly, and both of them can pass. So instantly you have made your defensive midfield spot and that sort of deep lying area a whole lot better by putting him next to Torreira. The fee for this one I'd imagine would be around 40 million quid. It's not going to be cheap, but like I said, if you do get rid of Xhaka, you've got a little bit of change to go towards it. Player number 2. This one is the one that I would personally go for, and that is Ruben Neves. I think this guy is an absolute baller. Obviously, we know he plays for Wolves. They're having a fantastic season, and he's played a major part in it. He has been nothing short of fantastic in his first season in the league. Again, another one, he's 22 years old, under contract till 2023. Got an unbelievable free kick on him as well. That's something I've noticed with him this season. He can score an absolute screamer from 30 yards out. His long shots are epic. The guy gets stuck in. He reminds me, he's very similar to Lucas Torreira in the fact that he's got heart and passion and that he wants to get stuck in. But don't let that fool you. This guy can play football and he can pick a pass and just literally lay him on a plate for the strikers and for the wingers. So for me personally, that would be my pick. I think the fact that he's young, he's quick, he's got all the attributes to play in that role, and he's played in the Premier League. So for me, that ticks all the boxes. I think he'd be quite expensive as well, but I think he'd be cheaper than Ndombele. I think he'd cost around 35 million pounds. But again, let me know what you guys think. Player number 3, last player, and that is Declan Rice. I don't see this one happening. I think that he is nailed on to be going to Man City in the summer. But I thought I'd throw it in there. Again, another one. He's actually now English. He was Irish. He's now English. That's a joke, by the way. Before anybody gets the ump and starts fucking spitting a dummy out, it's a joke. He did actually play for Ireland and now he plays for England. And again, he's another one who's done really well in the last couple of seasons playing for West Ham. Youngest of the 3 is 20. He's on the longest contract as well. He's on contract until 2024. But he was brilliant against us when we played him earlier in the season. And he's impressed all season. I think, again, another one. He's a leader. He gets it. He wants to be the best. He wants to impress every single game. We don't just want to have one good game and follow it up with 2 shit games. And at Arsenal, we've got so many players that are like that. And that's why I'm doing this, because I want these players to go, because I don't think they're good enough. And if we're going to go and challenge for a title, we need better players in midfield than Granit fucking Xhaka. Okay? So I can't see him getting in anybody else's team around us. So what makes anyone think he is good enough for us? If he ain't good enough for the other teams, why is he good enough for us? So that's my 3. Declan Rice would be expensive. Again, probably 45, 50. The fact he's English, he's young, he's on a long contract, and he will have the big clubs sniffing around him all summer. So It's going to cost dough. Personally, like I said, I'd go for Ruben Neves. I think the guy's an absolute gem of a footballer. And any club that he signs for in the summer, because I think he's destined to leave Wolves, let's be real. All the bigger clubs are going to come sniffing for him. And as soon as that happens, they've got themselves a top-class footballer. Hopefully it's us, but we shall see. Anyway, don't forget, leave all your comments down there. Let me know some names of players that I've missed. I've obviously only listed 3. You give me some ideas. Or would you even go as far as to say that you would keep Granit Xhaka? Let me know. I'm up for a debate, so let me know. Don't forget, subscribe, like and share. Until tomorrow when I'm back with player number 6, I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.